Hello and welcome to your daily installment of Unhinged History. Buckle in. What if I told you that one of the most used appliances in your kitchen right now existed because a man nearly microwaved his own brain? No, seriously. In 1945, an engineer pointed a military radar device at his own chest, noticed something deeply wrong, and instead of running it, he grabbed some popcorn. And that decision changed the world. It's 1945, World War II is winding down. A self-taught engineer named Percy Spencer, a man with no college degree, is working at Raytheon, one of the most advanced military technology companies in America. His job, working with magnetrons. Now a magnetron is essentially the beating heart of radar technology. It fires high-frequency microwave radiation to detect enemy aircraft. Percy isn't just good at his job, Percy is legendary at his job. This guy was not normal. So one afternoon, Percy is standing in the lab, running tests on a magnetron, and he notices something. The chocolate bar in his pocket has melted. Now most people, most sane people, would think, must be warm in here, and move on with their lives. Not Percy. Percy Spencer looks at that melted chocolate bar and thinks, what if? He leans closer to the magnetron. He deliberately puts his hand near it. He essentially points military-grade radiation equipment directly at himself to see what happens. His colleagues watching this were probably questioning every life choice that led them to this moment. But Percy grabs a bag of popcorn, holds it up to the magnetron and watches it pop, right there. In a military laboratory in 1945, he then, and this is the detail I love most, calmly walks to a colleague, hands him freshly microwaved popcorn and says, "Try this." Within days, Percy is cooking eggs near magnetrons. One of them explodes in a colleague's face. Percy considers this a success. Raytheon files a patent in 1945. By 1947, the world's first commercial microwave oven exists. Now here's where it gets truly insane. This thing was 6 feet tall, 750 pounds, required its own water cooling system, and cost the equivalent of $52,000 in today's money. It was sold exclusively to restaurants and ocean liners, because who else could afford it? It was called the Radarange. The Radarange. They literally named a kitchen appliance after military radar technology, and nobody batted an eye. It took another 20 years of refinement before a countertop version hit the market in 1967 for around $500. Still roughly $5,000 today. And even then, people were terrified of it. Newspapers ran stories warning that microwaves could make you infertile. Housewives' associations petitioned against them. People thought they were being irradiated every time they reheated soup. But here's what really gets me about this story. Percy Spencer had no formal education. He taught himself electrical engineering from library books. He was orphaned at 18 months old, raised by an aunt and uncle in rural Maine, and dropped out of school at 12 to work in a factory. And yet he held 300 patents by the time he died. He was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame, and he accidentally created a technology that today generates $8 billion in annual appliance sales worldwide. All because he didn't walk away from a melted chocolate bar. Most people would have. Percy Spencer was not most people. The microwave sitting in your kitchen right now, the one you've used 10,000 times without thinking about it, exists. Because one extraordinarily curious man in a military lab in 1945 decided that the correct response to nearly irradiating himself was to make popcorn. And I think there's something genuinely beautiful about that. Curiosity built the modern world. It just usually looks a little ridiculous while it's doing it. If you want more stories like this, real history that sounds completely made up, subscribe. Because I've got about 100 more where that came from. And maybe don't stand too close to your microwave, just in case.